To a possible decision in the disqualification hearing for Fulton County DA Fani Willis.
Yeah, so attorneys grilled a key witness during Tuesday's testimony. So if you didn't see it, here's a little recap for you. Terrence Bradley is who you're looking at on your screen. He is the former law partner of the special prosecutor Nathan Wade. District Attorney Fani Willis hired Nathan Wade to work on former President Trump's election interference case. She says that she admits they've had a romantic relationship, but she says that began after Wade was hired. So Bradley was called to the stand, but he did not elaborate on the timeline of when Wade and Willis's relationship began. Mind you, this is his second time on the stand. The last time he was called to testify, he refused to answer a lot of the questions the defense asked, saying there was attorney-client privilege there. He said he was Wade's law partner, but also represented him in his divorce. The judge said that does not apply in this case, so that is why he was testifying again.
I've said over again that I didn't have any personal information where I could personally say when it started. I've said that time and time again. So I don't know when the relationship started.
Both sides are still summing up their arguments, and once this portion is done, we'll find out if Willis and Wade will be thrown off the election indictment case. We're told a decision could come as soon as next week.